to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. We're here on Friday Night SmackDown, and we're ready for the go-home show to Money in the Bank. Speaking of Money in the Bank, tonight's first match is involving each 4 Money in the Bank participants on the SmackDown side, that is. That'll be in that match. Santos Escobar out here first. He'll be joined by Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and Ricochet as these 4 men round out the SmackDown side towards that men's Money in the Bank match in just 2 short days. Out here next, a man that Santos is has a level of respect for, but at the same time has been trying to almost like earn the respect back from, as these guys have been having quite the friendly rivalry, if you can call it that, I guess. A friendly rivalry here on Friday nights. And Ray's already gone on a limb and said Santos is one of the best, modern day luchadors he's ever seen and been in the ring with, so that's already high praise as it is. But I mean, the only thing that'll cement his Santos' name even more, that is winning that Money in the Bank briefcase on Sunday. And here comes the Viper, Randy Orton, probably one of the bigger surprises in this match, because the qualifying match for this guy, he just showed up out of nowhere and said, hey, yeah, I'm Randy Orton. I'd like to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, he came back. We haven't seen Randy Orton in the better part of a year. And now he's back, and he's looking to make the biggest splash possible in his return by winning another Money in the Bank ladder match and cashing in that very briefcase. Like we know Orton is more than capable of. I mean, you talk about an opportunist. You talk about somebody that will, take advantage of anything in front of him. I mean, they call this guy the Viper. In case you don't know, a Viper is a snake, and yeah, Randy will slither his way all the way to the top if he has to. And our last competitor, the highlight of the night, Ricochet. I mean, the SmackDown side just really displays, like, not only the stardom we have in this match in Randy and Rey Mysterio, but also the high flyers that we have in this match, like Santos and Ricochet. Really, all 8 men involved in this ladder match, that being on the Raw side, along with these 4 other men, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory. Every single man in this ladder match has just about as an equal chance and an equal opportunity of winning that match on Sunday. It really just depends, one, who's left after the carnage and the car crash that we know is soon to come, and 2, who has enough left to climb that ladder high and retrieve that briefcase. But tonight's a little bit about some bragging rights and a little bit about some momentum heading into that match, as the winner of this match, pretty much that's all they're really earning. But I mean, a win's a win, so I know none of these guys are going to complain. Look at this, Santos taking it to Randy Orton as Rey Mysterio locking up with Ricochet. I mean, Ricochet and Rey Mysterio, that's a one-on-one match I need to see one of these days. I can't imagine what those guys will pull out. Look at, oh, Ricochet right there. Just rolling Ray right on his back, targeting the ribs at the same time. Oh, but Santos comes from behind. Rey Mysterio. And Randy Orton looking to take a breather here. Oh, Rey Mysterio with a springboard, almost bulldog, basically like a lariat almost, actually. And Ricochet gets right back with a tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors there. And now Ricochet going at it with the Viper Randy Orton. It's so cool and it's so just weird to see Randy Orton involved in a match with Ricochet and Santos Escobar. I mean, you got the guys of the future, and Orton's been doing this for 20 years as a Hurricanrana from the top from Ricochet. One. That was impressive in its own right. Oh, and Santos right to the back of Ricochet. And a little teamwork here from Orton and Santos. Look, Orton might get on the same page with you for a few seconds, but you turn your back and he will make you pay for it with an RKO out of nowhere. Oh, a drop kick to the back of Ricochet. Ricochet was paying attention to Santos, did not even see that. And now Rey taking Ricochet up to the top. A few hits to the back. That's already been targeted a little bit from Santos being on it earlier. But a nice Hurricanrana from Ricochet with the cover to connect with it. Just gets a 1 count. Still impressive nonetheless. And now Ricochet looking to get something going here. Oh, but Rey Mysterio with a nice bulldog spiked Ricochet right on his head. Santos and Randy seem to be at odds on the outside right now. Again, there's going to be no friends in this match. I mean, the closest we have to friends in this match is, you know, Riddle and his proclaimed best friend in Randy Orton, but like I said, I don't know if I would trust Randy as far as I can throw him. Oh, and a nice backbreaker from Santos Escobar. Rey Mysterio looking to get a little dirty. That's certainly uncharacteristic, but Ricochet scouted that, luckily, because he avoided a kendo stick right to the ribs, which have already been damaged in this match alone. And now Ricochet... Everybody seems to have a target for Ricochet. And you know, he's going to welcome that. Nice chop block to Santos Escobar there. Oh, and a bicycle kick straight to Randy Orton. And look at this, taking him up. Look at the strength. Randy's no small dude. 1. Ricochet looking on top now. And look at the strength displayed by Ricochet. Nice bridging. Nice bridging German there. Oh, and this time gets Rey Mysterio in the ribs. And you gotta believe Ricochet's tired of everybody else targeting his ribs. He's like, you know, let's see how this feels for you. Oh, and a suicide dive, which turned into almost a bulldog because Rey's back was turned. Ricochet looking crazy out here. But nothing out of the ordinary for the highlight of the night. I mean, you don't just get that name to sell it on a t-shirt. Man, action all over the ring in this fatal 4-way match. And look at Ricochet. Oh, vaulting over the top rope with a corkscrew crossbody. Oh, Ricochet was looking to gloat a little bit, but he must have hit the ref right in the face. Oh, Ricochet. I don't know if he hit anybody there. And Santos taking advantage of it with a leg drop. That ref. Gotta get out of the way when Ricochet's flying all over the top rope. As he's finally starting to get back up. Man, one of these guys gotta get back in the ring if they want to get the win here. Orton and Santos have been beating each other up on the outside for the better part of this match. And look at Randy Orton with the RKO out of nowhere. And now of course you guys get back in the ring. Oh, and Randy looking to make Santos pay for costing him the match there. Oh, just a bunch of targets to the ribs here. As now we're down to the two vets, and Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton, no two strangers to one another. Oh, and I was going to say he hits the frog splash, but Ricochet gets one of his own. And Randy taking advantage of the fact that his back was turned. Wait a minute. Was looking for some kind of body slam, but Ricochet slips out the back door. Oh, and a drop kick to Randy. A lot of flying bodies here tonight. And what do you expect? You got three of the most prolific and most impressive high flyers in this match, being Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, and Santos Escobar. At one point in time, all three of these men worked in the same company, not named WWE. So, I mean, they're somewhat familiar with each other, as we see a series of tilt-a-whirls from Ricochet. And look at this! Caught Randy slipping. Man, if anybody was trying to solidify themselves as a favorite for that Money in the Bank match, it's clearly Ricochet, because he's going ape tonight. Went for the uppercut, but Rey Mysterio a little too far. Oh, a nice drop kick from Ricochet. Man, Ricochet's been taking a beating from all three men. Santos looking to steal a win here. Orton gets the shoulder up. And now Rey looking to steal a win. That Candice just coming back into play. A few welts to Orton. Not just a few, a bunch. And a knee for good measure from Ricochet. Orton's not going to take that. Oh, look at that. He looked for the RKO, but Santos got the fist in his face before he could do anything else. And now Escobar taking Orton to the top. And now Ricochet's taking that kendo stick. Oh, right to Santos' face. Oh, and an elbow to Rey's face. Taking it up top. And look at this, a 630 senton covering Randy. 1, 2. Oh no, Rey gets there just in time, but now a recoil to Rey. 1, 2. Rey gets the shoulder up. What a fatal four-way we have here tonight. And Randy with the RKO now, as Santos is working the leg. He can't get over there in time. And I told you, Orton is ever the opportunist. Randy Orton picking up some much-needed momentum heading into that ladder match on Sunday. What a match. As we see him displaying some battle scars there. But Randy Orton showing why he's one of the more decorated superstars that we have here in this industry. You gotta give the crowd what they want. You know they want the Orton pose. I mean, come on now. Randy Orton picking up the big win here tonight. But we're ending things on a real hot note. Braun Strowman, Gunther. This should be a car crash.
This superstar's been waiting a long, long time for this match. And here comes his opponent. I think we've all been waiting for this match. I want to see these two get it on. They wanted nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Danielson to the knee. You know, we expected Strowman versus Gunther, but it would make sense why Danielson's out here. I mean, we haven't seen Bryan Danielson since, well, these two gentlemen's extremely physical Intercontinental Championship match back at Backlash. And look at the German on Gunther. Oh, taking it to Danielson. It looks like Danielson has stepped up to Gunther here tonight. But Danielson, I mean, he gave Gunther a fight for his life at Backlash. The first time we've seen Danielson since. That's how much Gunther, how much of a toll that he put on Bryan Danielson. And now dumping him to the outside. And Gunther destroying our announce table out here. That's never a good sign. Oh, and neither are those chops to the throat, to the neck, to the chest. Whichever they land, they are going to hurt. And now Danielson. Gunther almost begging, almost challenging him to come to the outside with him. It's not somewhere you want to be. I mean, you don't want to be in that ring with Gunther alone, but the outside just gives them even more opportunity to hurt you. Oh, as I say that, a powerbomb. He slammed him on the ring post, which is now made out of LED these days, which is added effect. And then a powerbomb straight to the floor, just definitely exploiting the history of neck issues that Danielson does have, which Gunther is well aware of, considering this is not their first rodeo together.
What are you guys thinking? Obviously not about the ref's count, Cole. Great counter. And he throws the opposition.
With a count of 8, got to get back in the ring if Danielson's looking to take out Gunther here. You know, we thought beating Gunther was impossible, but we saw Butch, formerly known as Pete Dunne. He got the upset win last week, and Braun Strowman was somewhat of a reason why he did. And Strowman looking to get in the head of Gunther as they prepare for the Universal Championship match this Sunday, which was only made official pretty much over this past week, considering, you know, Gunther basically is like, hey, why hasn't nobody stepped up to me for my championship at the pay-per-view? I'm a champion. I'm going to work this show. And Strowman was like, you know, basically said, you know, if nobody else wants to, then, I mean, Strowman's never going to turn down a fight. Especially not against a man that, you know, kind of equals his size in a way. As Danielson was going for that Lucycle knee. Gunther not having any of it. Oh, went for a drop kick, but so did Danielson at the exact same time. And this time he gets the drop kick. Danielson didn't even see it coming. A series of strikes here to Gunther.
This is just vicious. No, that'll break his arm. Vicious. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. From the top.
Oh, and a drop kick to the outside from Danielson. Gunther thought he had a second to breathe out there, but you know, a veteran like Danielson knows not to give his opponent any room to breathe. And an armbar to the outside. Again, a veteran like Danielson knows that's not going to win him the match, but it'll definitely inflict damage on his opponent to the fact that it could play an important factor later on in the match as a nice Uranagi almost straight to those chairs. And now Gunther setting Danielson up for a powerbomb, which is also never a good sign, as, oh my goodness, the back of his head just hit that steel chair. I don't know how Danielson is even continuing. Oh, and it's almost like Gunther doesn't even care about winning this match, as he just looks to inflict damage on Danielson. And it looks like this is going to go towards a draw, as both men more concerned about beating up each other than anything else. I mean, like I said, there's that history of the rivalry between these two men, as they already had a match at Backlash. So we got to believe that that's definitely not over. But I'll tell you what is over: this show, and you know what's next. Money in the Bank. Gunther versus Braun Strowman, the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's, the women's. We got Cody Rhodes, Bobby Lashley, no holds barred, Balor and AJ in a steel cage, and many, many more. Don't miss out.